This is the pizza here, and this is another placement match. This is my third placement match, and if you watch my other ones, you know I will be playing as Protoss, and my opponent Apru will be playing as Zerg. Now PvZ is probably my weakest matchup. I don't know why, but I just have trouble with PvZ. It's just the Zerg gets so many units, and I usually don't have enough warp gates to be able to keep up with them. So it's a little difficult for me. And he does the extractor trick right there. If you don't know what the extractor trick is, it's when you send a drone to build an extractor, then while the extractor is building, you build the drone from your hatchery and cancel the extractor. So you get the drone back from the extractor and then one oversupply, so you're 11 over 10, and you can do it for both extractors to get a 12 over 10 if you feel like it. But he only does a single extractor trick. And honestly, I'm not sure how much of a difference the extractor trick makes, because I think you only spend 25 minerals on the extractor if you cancel it. Not sure on that, but I think that's what it is. So here I'm chasing this drone around, and he's probably just shift clicking, setting rally points, and my probe is sliding all over the place. Look at that. I don't know, looks like the slide actually slows him down a bit. Anyway, so I'm not exactly sure why he's sending this Overlord out since he already has a drone in here. Probably just forgot about it. Doesn't really matter though. It's not like I have anything that can shoot it down yet. So he sees me getting 2 gas and a cybernetics core. So see if I can go to his view. Yes, he sees everything in my base. I'm still trying to get rid of that drone. So in this game I was still getting comfortable with my stalker build, so I actually neglected to scout, which really hurts me in this game. And here you can see I'm already supply blocked. That's how you can tell when I'm playing. If the person you see is supply blocked half the time, it's definitely me. So I'm trying to cut off this drone with my Zealot, and it works, but it doesn't matter. He's still alive. We need some like Benny Hill music for this. Oh, I might get copyrighted, never mind. So he eventually just doesn't care about that because he's got the Overlord in here anyway. And the drone saw all he needed to see. And let's see what this Overlord could see actually. Oh, never mind, I didn't even I had the wrong view up. So this is what he sees right now. He sees 2 extractors, a gateway, cyber core, and what I believe is a pylon, yes. And he's just gonna let this Overlord chill to check to make sure I'm not expanding anytime soon. And sending 2 Zerglings out. He already sent 2 other Zerglings to grab these Zelnaga towers to make sure I wasn't trying anything fishy. The proxy pylon or something like that. So these Zerglings are gonna, well, this one Zergling is actually just gonna run into my base, which actually gives him valuable scouting information. Now, when he sees this, he should know what's coming at this point, because Twilight Council, that means Blinker Charge, Cybernetics Core, gives me Stalkers, and a single gateway with more to be added soon. A little bit of stuttering there. So he knows I'm getting Stalkers at this point, and why else would I have the Cyber Core? It's not like I'm going to be going mass Zealots with the Cyber Core. Or I'm not some sort of fast Stargate, or else I wouldn't have got a Twilight Council. So that little extra Ling scouting is very valuable in this game. So he knows I'm getting Stalkers. He already has a Roach Warren up because he probably predicted Stalkers from earlier. And the roaches are on the field. Roaches are a great counter to Stalkers. Like, they are the counter for Zerg to Stalkers, just like Marauders are the counter for Terran. And if you're in a PvP, I'm not sure. I guess the counter might be Immortals. I don't know. Actually, Immortals counter Roaches very well. Not sure how they do against Stalkers. Yeah, but Immortals are the counter to Roaches. But they're pretty expensive. I've actually got quite a few minerals and gas saved up. Should be spending those. My macro's not very good in this game. I'm definitely not saving it for an expansion. Oh wait, maybe I am. Nope, I wasn't. I'm just horrible at macro, apparently. So before he sends in his entire army, he actually sends in a single Zergling to check out my army composition. And he sees that I do indeed have mostly Stalkers. And so he pulls the rest of his army back, because he doesn't want to risk losing too many units right now, even though he could probably take out my army and win the game. Sorry. And I take these Zelnaga towers, send one over here, one over here, and my Zealot and the Zergling play a ring around the Rosie, well, ring around the Zelnaga tower. Then my Zealot, I guess I just forgot about him, almost charges straight into the base to get annihilated by roaches. He's like, wait a second. See, now if I would have scouted his base, I would have seen roaches, and if I would have been playing smart and thinking this game instead of mindlessly going for this build, which I was probably doing, I would have got Zealots, charge lots, that is, because Zealots with charge are much more efficient than Zealots without it, because it gives them the speed upgrade and charge. So I got both these Zelnaga towers controlled, and just trying to work my way into his base at this point. I still don't know that he has a mostly roach heavy army. I have not seen his actual army yet. And this inject larva from this queen is really boosting his economy and army. I mean, inject larva is just an insane ability. Look how many units he can pump out with that thing. I mean, sure, he's not pumping out many drones, but that's because he knows I'm warping in a lot of units, even though I've kind of stopped, to be honest. And he's getting more extractors, because even though I don't play Zerg, I'm pretty sure roaches are gas heavy. So he needs all the gas he can get for this heavy roach build. And he's already teched up to lair. Oh, production tab. It's useful. So I'm getting a, well, just finished a robo facility. And that's to get observers, which should be coming soon. Yeah, my macro apparently just completely went down the toilet in this game. Because I have a full chrono boost. I got a forge and forgot to use the upgrades. Oh man, this was not a good game for me. So, this is the roach army, and he splits up his forces here. And actually does a really good thing with them, so that he can get all of his units within range. He charges them both out at the same time, surrounds my army, and if he had sent them in one giant ball, so I blink away there, and you'll see me using blink to get away from his army, and sometimes I blink individual stalkers. So the reason that was a really good thing he did that surround move was because if he had sent his army in one giant ball, you see like he is right now, some of the units are getting stuck behind the front line and not being able to fire. And if that had happened in that initial assault, it would have been much less effective. And that was a horrible blink, by the way. And here's me mindlessly doing my build and getting more stalkers against a roach heavy build. Yeah, so I should have at least had one or two more gateways scouted first. And oh, I thought I was researching for a second, so I'm asking him if he played in the beta, and he's like, yeah, I did. I could tell he was experienced and knew what to do. And so GG, he calls it because he knows it's over for me, so it's not like I'm gonna, you know, say, are you gonna surrender? Because I know it was over. And Yeah, so I should have got one or two more gateways. Scouted first. Seen that he was getting a Roach Warren, and probably tried to transition out of this Stalker build into Zealots, which means getting Charge, which I never even researched. Probably because I was too busy spending all my minerals on Stalkers, even though I have 450 minerals and 792 gas at the end of this game. And, wow, that guy's got pretty high APM. 86 on average. Anyway, so yeah, I did basically everything wrong in this game. There's very few things I can think I did right. Yeah, so that was a really bad game for me, but that was my third placement match, and I tell you guys I'd be giving you all of them except the fifth one because I accidentally deleted it. But I lost that one to a Terran who went Marine Marauder. And that was my third placement match. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.